Hello everyone, I'm Bea.
And I'm Matt.
And this is Sounds Like with Andertons TV. Matt, you're going solo this time.
This is just me.
It is just Matthew, Billy No Mates.
So in this episode we're trying to sound like John Frusciante, who is famously the guitarist from the Red Hot Chili Peppers. He was with them for, most famously, Blood Sugar Sex Magik, and then after that Californication, up until their latest album really. Nice. Not the original guitarist, but the second one. The first one died early on in the late 80s. Yeah, anyway, he's a famously Strat guy. Plays a bit of lead as well, but for me really it's all about his cleans and his songwriting. So we're going to try and get a rig that sounds like John Frusciante on a budget. So we need a Strat, of course.
Okay, well considering Strats range in price.
They do. Well, as we know, Mexican Strats are cheaper than American Strats. I'm trying to think if there's any other alternative to a Strat.
Well, he's kind of like a sunburst. He plays like a tobacco burst, doesn't he?
This is kind of his bag.
What, a road one?
Well, all his guitars are pretty worn. He's one of those guys who just kind of sits with the same guitars for quite a long time.
I think you've spotted a gem.
I think this might be Mr. Champ.
What's he gone? Classic vibe?
Squier Classic Vibe. 360 quid. Pretty Frusciante if you ask me. Let's do this.
Matt, we need to find an amp for the Frusciants.
We do. Okay, so Fender. Vox. Vox could be
AC30.
Vox AC30 with greenbacks.
Not a bad choice.
Nice big combo. Is it a 212? Is there anything a bit smaller? AC50. We go AC15.
AC15.
This would be super affordable.
It would be.
I think an AC15 would match the guitar a little better. Yeah, it's not over budget because we could have gone, 79 quid guitar.
Yeah.
But no, I think this time AC15 Vox, beautiful. Cool pedals.
You're looking at wah pedals.
I am.
Wah pedals. Man with the keys.
Man with the crybaby knowledge.
So it's a hand-built one.
Oh, wow.
USA built.
Oh, I reckon we can splash out a
I
bit.
reckon we go hand-built wah.
Hand-built wah?
Yeah.
One-built ha?
Well, I mean. Anyway. Yeah. Cool, we're going to go, hand-built crybaby wah. So
He's Electro-Harmonix big user, isn't he? So what about like a screaming bird, like a treble booster?
Ooh, Screaming Bird.
Yeah.
Yeah. Matt knows all about them, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He does like fuzzy tones sometimes, doesn't he?
Yeah.
And
we get fuzz as well.
he uses that, which one is it?
It's a big thick fuzz. Satisfaction fuzz.
Yeah.
I reckon a fuzz and a boost.
Well, in which case, if we're doing a Vox, that doesn't have a lot of gain, so we're going to need a good gain pedal. Like a Plexi drive.
SL drive.
SL drive, I reckon we should go. That looks boutique as well.
It's quite cool, yeah.
Let's go SL drive. So we've got drive, fuzz and a booster.
Yeah.
And a wah and a Vox with nice creamy cleans.
And a 50s classic vibe Strat.
And a 50s classic vibe Squier Strat, yeah.
Bit of a mouthful.
That was a mouthful. We should be good. There we go.
Rig review, Matt, rig review.
Okay, what are we on? The classic vibe Squier Strat, Vox AC15, and one of these. The SL Drive, which is 120 quid, quite expensive, but we've got a bit more money to play with this time. And I've also gone for Satisfaction Fuzz, the Screaming Bird Boost, and the hand-built USA Crybaby, Splashing Out. Splashing Out. 1,200, 1,300 quid. Not too bad.
Should we see what it sounds like?
Let's do it.
Yeah, we're in the video. We're in the video room.
We are in the video room.
We made it.
We did.
We made it. He means it. come up with a better name than the Red Hot Chili Peppers, and it's the Ched Hot Pilly Reppers.
The Ched Hot
Pilly Reppers, yeah.
Pilly Reppers, yeah, I like that.
But yeah, anyway, we've got all the gear to sound like John Frusciante, haven't we?
Yeah, we do. We've got we've got a Vox amp, AC15 combo. And
This is the classic Vibe 50 Strat.
That's the one.
And it's very similar. If any of you have seen the video about Lee modding his guitar, that was the same guitar as this.
That's
which
this
actually
one.
right there. So we're going to do a bit of jamming later with that.
We are.
But then on the pedal cam, as you can see, from right to left, we've got the SL Drive, EHS Satisfaction, and then this is the Clyde McCoy wah, and then we also have the Screaming Bird. So, what's kind of cool is, I suppose we noticed this when we were messing around before we pressed record on the old cam over there,
Yes.
is that when they're all on, it achieves that tone, particularly because we're going for specific tracks, aren't we?
It's
And
kind
then-
of also, it's like that really old school, like 60s lead sound.
Yeah.
You know, when everything was just a bit like, when you couldn't get as much of the...
Like the amp's breaking because you cranked it so much.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
that
yeah,
kind.
yeah.
Really, really saturated, but kind of a natural warm saturation rather than, you know.
So why don't we go through the signal path? So we'll start with the amplifier.
Okay,
I reckon that's probably the best thing. So
sounds good.
I'm going to play the little scar tissue riff so to show you that it's just basically the clean sound from the Vox, which is what we want straight into the guitar. So. So it's really pleasant, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's
easy
like,
peasy.
yeah, not over the top, and I quite like that actually.
Yeah, it sounds great. It sounds kind of
Frusciante-ish.
bang on,
Frusciante-ish.
bang on.
See, I say Frusciante and he says Frusciante. It's like tomato, tomato, potato, potato. All along those lines.
Because I say potato.
Yeah. So what we're going to try and do is just play. Matt's going to play some chords, and I'm going to play on the clean sound, which is what was used for a couple of the solos in Scar Tissue. Was just clean sound, isn't it?
Yeah, it's super, super clean, and not even much reverb or much else.
No.
It's pretty vulnerable.
Vulnerable. Right. Okay. So give us some chords, and then we'll show you what it sounds like.
Okay.
That's really nice.
Yeah.
It's nice to play. I mean, the guitar's great. I mean, if you guys know the 50s classic vibe strats, they do feel really comfortable. That's the same guitar, really, isn't it? They're just nice and comfortable, aren't they?
Yeah, they're really nice.
So let's do the same chords. I'm going to put the SL boost on, and this is going to try and give us the end solo of Scar Tissue, which has got more. It's got gain on it, hasn't it?
It does, yeah. It kind of like, what's two solos, is it? One halfway through and then one at the end.
Yeah.
And the one at the end is kind of the climax of the song.
So it's interesting because when you listen to it, it kind of sounds a bit, what's the word? Like a bit sort of nasally almost.
Do it again.
It's smooth, but
Yeah.
you're getting the kind of Fendery tone coming through, but at the same time the pedal, it gives it that slightly fuzzy feeling. Well, it's kind of like verging on fuzz, but it's got a lot of sustain, so I think that's why it's easy to use. So yeah, I mean, SL Drive, about £150. And it doesn't just do that sound. Obviously, it's capable of a lot of stuff. But we've dialed in we've rolled off the tone on the pedal, put quite a bit of gain on, and then I've rolled a bit of tone off on the guitar to achieve that sound.
Yeah.
So
That sounds great.
It does, doesn't it?
And I think we might be able to use that to achieve another tone. So yeah, the other tone I think that we could achieve on this SL Drive is the tone from the song Fortune Faded, which was from, I think, only released on their greatest hits in like 2000 something.
that, isn't it?
Yeah, that kind of thing.
That sounds very similar, actually. It's the same thing, isn't it? So it's kind of like bit fuzzy, loads of sustain, and you're getting a bit of the Fendery bite over the top. So, before we go into the solo at the end of Danny California, we should just go over the settings real quick on each of the pedals.
Yes.
So, hopefully you can see on this camera here that we've kind of got 10 o'clock on the volume on the Satisfaction and about 11 o'clock or just above 11 o'clock on the Attack. And if you hear this pedal on its own, obviously it's based around that sort of, it's Keith Richards sort of tone, isn't it?
It's based on the Keith Richards fuzz sound from the song Satisfaction by Rolling Stones.
Yeah, which, if any of you know, is quite a ratty sort of sound, isn't it? It's very almost harsh. And then we've got this Screaming Bird, which is literally just under 9 o'clock. Obviously on its own it doesn't really achieve it, but when you team it up with the other pedals, that's when you get really close to that end shred bit in Danny California. I think that's great.
Sounds great.
It
sounds
does.
Awesome.
It sounds very similar as well. Like if you listen to the song and then maybe come back to the video and sort of go, how close is it? That's kind of what we're doing here. We got the song so we can sort of check it out and then make sure we're on the right tracks. But
yep.
I'm pretty proud of that. I think it's well close.
Sounds good. And we'll have in the links below, there'll be where you can buy all the gear and also links to the songs so you can listen to them for yourself.
Indeed you can. So we hope you've enjoyed the video. We hope it's been informative and it's helped you in some way towards wanting to sound a bit like John. And if you've got any comments or anything you want to ask, please do so below. And as we said, all the details will be in the description. So yeah, thanks for watching. I've been Bea.
I've been Matt. See you soon.
Bye.
Bye.